Do y'all remember when that happened? The night it happened? Like, what do y'all remember from the moment that happened? Like, when y'all heard that Pop was gone?
The world stopped. You go first, twin.
So listen,
No. You asked the question. I'm sure no podcaster has ever asked anybody, no matter what star or celebrity they had on their show, no one has ever asked anybody this damn question. So far, based on that question, John,
hey, listen, man. Hey, it's so much energy behind this right here. I need, hey, twin, and I appreciate you acknowledging the specialness that you see within me, right? But listen, but twin, hold on, twin. I need to know because I don't want that thought. Cause but it's a build up though because I need to. Hey, twin, hold on, twin.
Drake's answer to this question? It's not on record. No one's asking this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that, but this is, and we thought earlier, but nigga, go, twin, because this is groundbreaking.
Twin, I need you to answer this question, right? And I need you to.
Where I was at with Tupac.
Let me ask the question again. When in 1996 or around the time of you ever finding out when Tupac died, like, do you remember how did you feel about that? How did that make you feel? Was it believable? Was it unbelievable?
I cried like that nigga was my cousin.
You said you cried?
I cried like he was my cousin. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Hold on. You said you cried? I did that. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Was it believable or was it unbelievable when you first heard it?
For 5 years, I thought he was, after they pronounced him dead, for 5 years, I thought he was still alive after that.
Why did people think he was still alive?
Because he
Hold on, you're breaking up.
Because he predicted his death.
Let me ask you a question, right? So, do you feel? Let me ask you a question. If it was someone else, like a regular individual that lived 4 to 5 blocks away from you, that you knew from high school, that you haven't seen in 10 years, if you heard they died on the news, would you believe that?
Yeah.
Then why didn't you believe Tupac died?
Music, man.
Okay. Mr. Nobody, I'm applying the same question to you. How did you feel? Where were you at, if you remember? Break that. Talk to me.
I completely remember it like it was like yesterday. So I was actually on my way home from Tallahassee to Tampa.
Okay.
And I was on my way home from Texas. Because Tallahassee was just so lame. I used to have to come home to just get charged up for my real people. So I was on my way home. So I was like, so they was like, I was listening to radio. Like, oh yeah, Pac is dead. Pac is dead. I was like, oh my God. I was like, all right.
How did you feel? Was it believable?
I cried like Twin just said. I cried. I cried. Just like I knew, like Rick said, like I'm sorry, like Twin said, like it was somebody you knew. You know what I'm saying? I had never cried over a celebrity dying in my life. You know what I'm saying? But when they announced that Pac was dead, that shit killed me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Tupac? Like, what the fuck? Like, you sitting in your own mind and you like, who the fuck kills Tupac?
So, hold on. Before we ask that question, right? Let me ask the third guest speaker. Does he remember where he was at and how did he feel that night when this occurred, man? I want to ask the third guest speaker, where was he located, if he remembers, and if he could recollect the feelings that he felt when this information occurred to him.
This is Marcus in conjunction with Gray Evolution Multifamily Real Estate. And I was was 14 years old when Pac died. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hold on. Did you have a CD player back then? You had a CD player? Oh my God.
All of that. We'll get to that. But hear me out though. So we riding in the South because I'm playing basketball for the Y at this time. So we on our way to running shoot so I can practice. So if you know about Atlanta, boy, you gotta go back to know about running shoot. You know what I'm saying? So we on our way to running shoot so I can practice it on the radio. I died. And I'm like, no, this ain't real. No, because Pac, I'm 14 years old and Pac had me screaming thug life. You know what I'm saying? So,
way out in Atlanta though.
Stone Mountain. I live in Stone Mountain. So, and, Stone Mountain, I'm on the right street, So, anyway, so when Pac died, man, like, I don't even think I play ball anymore. And when Pac died, like, it was like, there was no point in following any celebrities or anything after that. Like, music changed for me. Looking at the way I looked at celebrities changed for me. It's like I don't know you, you don't know me, whatever. And my whole everything out. But I can't tell. You just went numb. You went numb to everything else when it came to another celebrity. You went numb to that.
Okay. You right. Y'all on the same phone. Y'all on the same phone. Okay.
I'll take a left turn on this competition because then you flash forward and then Biggie's gone.
Hold on, before we get to Biggie.
I never got to finish what I was doing.
Oh,
right? So
okay.
I'm coming back home to Tampa from Tallahassee, and then I called one of my aces. Now this is before like they cell phones, so no, I called him on a real phone, and I know his grandmama house number. You know what I'm saying? So I called him, and he's like, "I'm on my way, dog." And we sat on my damn porch. We sat on my porch and smoked our eyes shut, and fucking listening to Tupac all fucking night. All fucking night. We sat on that porch and smoked till our eyes were shut and listened to every fucking song he made.
Okay. Hey Rick, let me ask you a question. Hold on, Mr. Nobody. Let me ask you a question, right?
Before you answer that question,
what?
I want to answer.
Oh, you want to add to it? Okay,
question.
add to it.
Alright, so before you ask that question, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Nah, go ahead, man.
But you asked another question to Rick. And that question was, why is it that you wanted to believe that he was still alive?
That's what I want to ask him.
And the reason that is because we didn't want to believe he was gone. Right. You can't. You don't want to believe that somebody so great was just taken away from you. So we wanted to hold on to that hope that, man, like this guy still got to be around. Please let him be around. Because someone so great does not deserve to be snatched
Can't
away.
be true.
Not like this, not right here, not right now. So I wanted to answer that question.
Okay, I dig that. Now let me ask you and Rick another question, because I'm gonna ask Mr. Nobody this after both y'all, right? But I want to ask both y'all a question, right? And Rick, I want you to initiate the answer to this question, the response. All right, now listen. Why did you gravitate more to Tupac than Biggie?
Oh, I love both of them. No. I can have so much question, guys. I didn't hear. Why did you gravitate more to Tupac than
Rick, you sneaking out the back door, Rick. Come back inside, Rick. You sneaking out the back door.
And so the reason
I need you to answer this. Hold on, Miss Nobody. Because Twin trying to sneak out the back door.
If we gonna address stuff like this, I'm gonna tell the world big things like this, right? So, me being that I'm 49 years old, I actually got to see hip hop become hip hop. Me and hip hop grew up together, and when you from my era, you got to see everything become what it is. Graffiti, breakdancing, you know what I'm saying? Freestyling. Right. So you got to see that shit. Beat Street, the movie. Beat Street, the movie. Breaking, the movie. You got to see that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's possible that you could have liked both of them then.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 1994, I was in the 9th grade, man. I played Ready to Die every day. Come on, bro. Like, when Pop died, so I got to see two. All right. This how real this shit is. So Tupac, go red and brown. Girl, he's passing with this. His first shit was on Same Song, which was on a soundtrack from a movie. And the guy who put a shot G, and the world don't want to understand it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's shot G. Shot G is from fucking Tampa. Flat out. So the nigga from Tampa gave Tupac his first shot to ever put the first verse Tupac ever rapped on was Same Song. And I guess somebody to try me and listen to this and be like, yeah, no, it was Same Song.
So who did you gravitate more to?
Oh, of course.
Why you say why you say of course?
If you rapping about Moet or you rapping about like wanting to punch somebody in the face or defending yourself for being a real man and going through issues that you might have, that Moet shit ain't hit with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hit with me. Whereas a nigga like, nah, man, I might have never known my dad. Well, I knew my dad, but just the hardcore shit that Pop used to rap about in the honesty.
Okay, listen, hold on. Let me ask the third guess. So, who did you gravitate more towards?
All right, don't speak, go. Okay.
Who did you gravitate more towards?
Let me ask you a question. I wanted to answer the first question.
Okay, answer the first question. Go ahead.
Alright, so the reason why I gravitated to Pac more than Biggie is because at 14, Pac put it to where I could understand it. See, Biggie, I didn't understand Biggie until I played it in them streets. To understand how much of a lyricist Biggie was, because Biggie put it a different way. You had to have a mind, and you had to have been through it to understand what he's talking about. He put it to where anybody who listened to music could understand what he was saying. So that's why it was easier to gravitate towards Pac than it was Biggie. Because, at 14, I don't know what the fuck Biggie talking about. I listen to Biggie now. It's like I'm listening to Biggie for the first time.
Yeah, I feel you. I can understand that. I can understand that.
I don't know.
So hey, let me ask y'all a question though. All y'all a question. How y'all feel about this Keefy D situation? And hey Rick, matter of fact, hey Twin, you remember the first question you asked me? What was the first question you asked me when we got on the phone before
Why did it take so long? That situation. And then, think about that. Sure didn't know who did it. No, there are credible documentaries made on who killed both of those guys. And when you jump into that rabbit hole, because I ain't gonna lie, I had to. Once the information started coming out, because I was like, my mind was, I ain't gonna lie, when Pac got, that shit fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like when Pac died, that fucked me up as a grown black no kid. Like the guest that's on this, he was a child. He was 14. No, I was a grown man, and now I might have been like what was I? 22 when Pop died, and it just fucked my whole world up. You know what I'm saying? Like as a grown ass man, I'm 21. I'm drinking age. I can vote. I can go to war. All of that goofy shit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm legally a grown ass man, and I got an old ass kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, this shit hit me different. I done heard about celebrities dying. I'm like, such that died. Oh, that don't mean nothing. Oh, such that died. Oh, that means nothing. I'm like, oh.
Hey, check this out. Hey, I gotta ask a third question, right? Now, matter of fact, one of y'all ask a question, and meanwhile, I'll try to recollect on what I was just thinking on. So, one of y'all ask a question. Y'all, it's an open panel. Y'all, what y'all want? Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna check my notes. I'm gonna check my mental notes, man.
This is the guest speaker. Ask the question. Marcus.
What made you decide to start a podcast, and what made you to pick the topic tonight on Tupac?
Okay, well, I love to speak on that. What made me start a podcast was because I felt like certain questions I wanted to hear being asked and certain topics I wanted to hear being spoken on weren't being spoken on from a perspective of which I feel I have experience in, you understand? Or which I feel is just more leans toward, which is like, more right. You get what I'm saying? So, and then it's like, I don't mind. I love expressing myself. You feel me? I used to write a lot when I was younger, write stories and draw things out, and I just like creating. I like creating. You understand? I like illustrating. I just love it. I just love the process of creating something from scratch and hearing it and stimulating questions that could cause a contradiction and find the truth in the contradiction that really ain't a contradiction. I just like going deeper and deeper. So I said, why not bring it to this internet where you have such a big platform where you could talk to people from across the world, and you get what I'm saying? It's like a room where you could just have anybody in the world, all these different thoughts into it. You could just combine your thoughts and create more, because I feel like conversation creates better conversation. You understand? Especially when you're with somebody else talking. I could talk about it by myself, but you just bring so much more to it, so many different elements to it. Like, you guys are saying things that you guys are educating me on certain things, because I just used to hear this music. I was about 7 when Tupac died. You feel me?
I remember a famous quote that says, "Conversation ruled the nation."
Yeah, that most definitely. You understand? Like, conversation can bring out so much, man. Just like you could walk by a person, right? And you could be thinking like, man, I just lost my car keys. I don't know how to get in my car. And just because you didn't have the mannerisms to say good morning, and this person saying good morning back to you, and the way you respond, them noticing that you may be in a sad mood, them saying, "What's wrong? You all right?" You get what I'm saying? Just start with that initiation. And they like, "Yeah, man, I lost my car keys." And they like, "Oh, I'm a locksmith. Or I know a locksmith." You see what I'm saying? So it's so many doors that can open with conversation. So I figured thoughts. It's just my random thoughts. I may want to speak on a serial killer. The next day I may want to speak on how some people believe that reincarnation may come through raindrops. Then I might want to speak on the wilderness one day and speak on how surviving without technology. I might want to speak on aliens. You feel me?
I get it. With some of that applies to the chaos theory.
Exactly.
Where things that seem random aren't random at all.
Aren't random at all, man. Come on, man. And let me ask you a question though, real quick. Do you feel? I want to speak to the third guest real quick, and then I'm gonna come back to y'all. Right? Do you feel? What do you feel is the Do you feel there's some type of adrenaline rush, or is it needed as a rapper to play with death? You know what I'm saying? To not have, like, just to live loosely, like how, like, I feel like the situation could have been avoided, but things happen. Everything happens how it's supposed to happen at the end of the day. But I'm just trying to figure, like, when these rappers do what they do, like as far as like with stepping out and not having a bulletproof vest on, or just not being in the armored car, is it like, what do you feel like causes? Do they like playing with death? Is it cool just to play with death? Is it attract? Like, does it attract the listeners? Is it because people like it? Like, what is it about this violence in the music? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is it?
So here's something that probably the world is going to find out about. One of the reasons I joined the Army is to find out what it is to put yourself in a situation where everybody wants you dead, but you don't know who everybody is. You get what I'm entertainment, you're told that, hey, you gotta talk like this or you gotta talk like that because that's what sells.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the beginning, people were speaking on their lives. This is what I'm really going through. Like that's Biggie. You know, that's so many others. This is what I'm going through. We're speaking on life. That's T.I. That's why I love T.I. You know, I thought he was talking about my life as I was actually living it. So in the beginning, that's what it was. Now it's more entertainment. And no, you're not living this life, but this is what you're portraying. And so those that are living this life don't like the fact that you're portraying this, and it's not what it really is. And so they want to test your bravado because everybody is looking to earn their stripes.
Let me ask you a question real quick. What's the difference between a representative and a mascot? And which one would you say Tupac was for the